Top of the agenda, the moment is getting close for Lachie Neale. The story that is unfolding around his most unlikely selection for this grand final. He has to get through main training at Icon Park tomorrow to complete what 3 weeks ago felt like mission impossible.
We're guessing. My gut feel would be it's a massive risk, and I've got Pendlebury in the back of my mind, but their gut feel might be, we're not listening to you. We're playing one of the best players in the comp.
With muscular injuries, you're never sure you're OK until you've played a couple of games back. It is a conundrum.
He knows what's at stake. He's not taking this decision lightly. I'm confident with that aspect of it.
I would imagine it'll either be Thursday, maybe Friday. He's either good to go or he's not.
I'm playing my best sort of thing. I'd roll the dice.
I think Lachie expects that he's going to be right to go, but we'll still wait and see.
The coaches hate the sub rule, but the fact you have got a sub, I would take the risk.
If the medical staff and our fitness people give him the tick-off, then I'm going to back him in.
These things break either way, and they're always written in hindsight. Jeremy McGovern and Stephen May played through their ailments in winning sides. The cautionary tales are probably Phil Davis and Sam Reid. They're not isolated, those two, either side of it. But they're big decisions to make. So the grand final health update is for HBF Health Insurance. When you boil it all down, he's got to get through training tomorrow. So there's a lot of jumping that marker. And I imagine he'll be put through a relatively serious test. And then the moment arrives. Do you or don't you?
Yeah, I suspect he's in until he's out. I think that's, everything that we've heard, Chris Fagan last night talking to us and his reaction after they won on Friday night, I think he's in until it's proven that he's not in. That's the way I'm reading it at the moment. I suspect that they won't take that risk with Berry. They couldn't take a risk with two of them. So, no, the dual Brownlow medalist has earned the right, and as long as he puts his hand up, and he'll be, as Fague says, he'll be brutally honest with himself and what's best for the team. And I suspect right now that everyone is planning for Lachie Neale to play. I suspect Geelong are planning for him to play as well until he comes up to them and says, I'm not. That's the way I'm reading it. What about you?
So round 21, it was a quad. It kept him out for 3 weeks. The qualifying final last quarter, it's a calf, and he misses 2 and gets himself back after the club had ruled him out for the remainder of the season. It felt like a flight of fancy at the start. You do what you need to do to stay motivated and stay connected, and then he's forced it, which is credit to his recuperative powers. That probably the one caution note that's been offered to me by a couple of people who follow the NBA is there has been a sequence of players who've torn their Achilles while rushing back from calf injuries, and Tyrese Halliburton was in the NBA Finals, and it's going to cost him another season in the aftermath. So these things aren't without their risk, not only on the day itself, but I suspect Lachie's the sort of player, I'll defer to you here, is play in tight triangles, do all the hard work, and some of the running you would typically have done. We'll sacrifice that for your skill around the footy, and just knowing how... the vision of him last year, and you spoke about how clean they are, he was the cleanest player on the field last year. He could easily have been the Norm Smith medalist. So if he can give you that and you can work out how to cover a little bit of the run, that's sort of the strategic piece, I would guess.
It could be. I don't subscribe to that too much. I think when you're out there, you can't pick and choose when you're going to run and when you're not going to run. And it's more about and whether or not that would protect the calf in terms of whether he does it again. My experience with, and I only had a bit of soft tissue late in my career, it's you can do all the training, and this is the risk that they'll take. And you get out there, and as soon as the game starts, your split-second reaction to change of direction or loose ball or whatever is nothing that you can replicate through a training session. And that's the risk that they would take going in. And there might be a moment where, all of the intensity of the grand final will mean that the stress on the body is nothing like you're going to do at a training session. And that might just go. And that is the risk that they're going to have to take. And I think the eyes are wide open for everyone involved. He could tick every box. Yep, I'm right. Get through training, pull up well. They go with him, and it wouldn't surprise too many people if it went early. Well, I hope like hell it doesn't for the sake of him and the game. But if it did, you'd say, OK, that's the risk that we took.
All right, here's Dane Zorko, the designated spokesman on arrival tonight.
Right now, just stay in the moment, enjoy it. It's such a great week, right? Even getting here earlier, we get to stay near the MCG and the buzz around the park and everything like that. It's just a really cool week to be a part of, and to be the centre stage of that on Saturday afternoon is a real privilege. Sat next to him. He's good. He's obviously got to get through training tomorrow. He'll probably have a little bit more of a different session than us, I imagine. But, yeah, sitting next to him on the plane, he seemed good, seemed happy, so that's a good sign. He knows his body better than us, so, look, I know Lockie always puts the team first, and he will on this occasion as well. So he knows what it's like. He knows he's got to put his body through a fair bit tomorrow to get through, and if he does that with flying colours, we trust him to make the right call.